Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Cousins now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
79 Broncos. Hurry, hurry.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Cook. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ochena Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw again. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down.
Here we go. Start.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this belongs to the Vikings.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now Cook running right. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hey, no, easy.
3rd and long for Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 92 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Cousins on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line.
Oh, the Seahawks come after it, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now down to 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down. Here's Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now back to throw.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jamal Williams from a yard out.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Joseph's got it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they can find with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
19 tight, 19 tight.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Lewis Seed.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
195 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Three yards remain for second down.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.